So here's our final assembled product. You can see how good everything looks with the brown top, the black accents for the door hardware and track. Then we have our washed white finish with our two center shelves. The doors operate great to reveal cabinets with additional storage. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be unboxing and assembling this entertainment center. It's a TV stand featuring two cabinets, three display shelves, and two farmhouse style wood sliding doors. I did receive this product to review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this item or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in my video description below. You can see the final version assembled in brown. Today in this video, we're going to be assembling the white version. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and take a look at the package contents. Here are all the package contents. You can see we have a lot of pieces that we're going to be assembling. They do include step-by-step instructions, and you can see that plastic bag full of every part and piece that you need to complete assembly. So here's an up-close look at all the kit contents right here. We even have two anti-tip brackets as well for the TV stand. Be sure to install those, follow the user guide, and make sure that your furniture is safely secured and fastened to the wall to prevent any tipping over. Now let's go ahead, let's get this set up. So first things first, go ahead, open up the user guide and manual, get familiar with the parts and the labeling so you understand how everything's gonna go together. Then you can flip to the next page. You can see our hardware breakdown right here, followed by step one. So let's go ahead, let's do step one right now. So go ahead, open up your user guide and manual, get familiar with the product, all the package contents, understand the labeling and how everything's gonna go together. Then you can flip over to the next page. You can see a breakdown of all the included hardware right here. And then you can see we have step one. So let's go ahead, let's set up step one. You can see we're gonna be using A and B on pieces marked 8 and 6. And pay attention to the hole and the layout. So that's what we're gonna go do right now. So here we go, step one is complete. This is how it's supposed to look for pieces 6 and pieces 8. When you're screwing in the hardware marked A, the black screws right here, don't worry if it damages any of the finish while they're going into the hole. That is fine. Nothing that gets damaged while you're screwing that in will be visible once assembly is complete. So just keep that in mind. It's nothing to worry about. Now we're ready for step two. You can see from the diagram, we're going to be fastening piece 7 to piece 12 using hardware pieces A, B, and C. Now you can see we're halfway through step two. Please note at this step, there's actually two pieces marked 7 and two pieces marked 12. You will be assembling both of them at this stage. So go ahead, connect piece 7 and piece 12, and then repeat that again with the other piece marked 7 and the other piece marked 12. There we go. Both pieces are now connected and step two is complete. Now in step three, you can see we're going to be attaching the pieces we assembled in step one marked 6 and 8 with the two pieces we just assembled in step two marked 7. So for this step, we're going to need 8 of our hardware pieces marked C to make those connections. So we dropped our 8 C pieces of hardware into place and we're ready to complete step three. So we have 2 installed on 8 and we're ready to add 6 at the top. Now you can see we've completed step 3. In step 4, we'll be attaching pieces marked 15, 16, and a long 16 with hardware marked A, B, and C. Here's step 4 before you attach everything together so you can see how we have A and B installed and where we place C. Now let's go ahead, let's attach them together. Now you can see we have everything attached together and step 4 is completed. In step 5, we're going to be attaching piece 14 to the piece we just assembled in step 4 using hardware A, B, and C. So here's piece 14 all set up and ready to go to be attached to the piece that we assembled in step 4. Now we have everything assembled and step 5 is complete. In step 6, we're going to be attaching piece 14 to piece 10 using hardware A and C. So we have all the hardware installed for step 6. Now we're ready to attach the pieces together. Now you can see we have everything attached together and step 6 is complete. In step 7, we're going to be adding hardware pieces A and B to piece 10, 8 of hardware A and 8 of hardware B. So here's a look at step 7 completed. In step 8, we're going to be attaching pieces 6, 7, and 8 to piece 10 using hardware A, B, and C as pictured right here. So you're going to make all those connections on both sides. So there we go. We just completed step 8. In step 9, we're going to be attaching hardware A to piece 9 and piece 4 as shown. Here's completed step 9. For step 10, we will be installing the side pieces, piece 9 and piece 4. They will be installed at the base of piece 10 using the hardware A, B, and C. Here's completed step 10. Pay attention to the backside slot of the side panels. Make sure they're in line with the line at the bottom of the base. In step 11, you can see we're going to be attaching piece H to piece 2 using hardware D. Here's completed step 11. Pay attention to how everything's installed, where we have the top of the guide. We also have our finished part at the bottom. We can tip it around so you guys can see the back side right there. And make sure this side is at the top. So when you look at it, you'll see it just like this with those holes at the top. Next up is step 12. You can see we'll be attaching piece 2 to the rest of the unit. Also, step 13 now shows side number 9 installed as well. We already have 9 installed, so we'll be combining steps 12 and 13. So we'll be attaching 2 to the rest of the base and installing it with hardware A, B, and C. So here we go. Steps 12 and 13 are complete. Step 14 is installing the back of the unit. So we have 2 identical pieces labeled 3 that we're going to slide down in place. And then we're going to use the hardware marked E. We should have 4 screws, as you can see right there, to attach it to the unit. Now you can see step 14 is finished. We installed the backing and fastened it in place with the 4 included screws. In step 15, we'll be using piece 1 and 12 hardware piece A's, and we're going to be screwing them into place. Here's completed step 15. Now in step 16, we'll be adding hardware piece B all throughout 2 at the top of our unit, and then we'll be attaching piece 1 to the completed unit. Here's a close-up of the unit ready for piece 1 to be added on top. Now you can see step 16 is complete with the top installed and fastened into place with hardware C. In step 17, we're ready to install the doors. Before we get the doors installed, let's install the shelves as well. It will be a lot easier to put the shelves in place before we have the doors on. Use hardware G to install the shelf hangers right here. We have 3 different height levels we can choose from. Now you can see we have our shelves installed. Now you can see we have the doors installed right here. Just make sure when you get them installed that you line them up with the track on the bottom and then gently place them on top of the track. And then you can see they move freely, very easily, running along the top, and with our guide on the bottom, they won't come out. Step 18 is identical to step 17, and then our last and final step is step 19. This will vary depending on where you plan to install your entertainment center, but be sure to set up the anti-tip brackets to complete your installation. So here's our final assembled product. You can see how good everything looks with the brown top, the black accents for the door hardware and track. Then we have our washed white finish with our 2 center shelves. The doors operate great to reveal cabinets with additional storage. Really happy with how it turned out, and everything looks great. Now just for fun, you can see them side by side. So we got the brown on the left and the white on the right. They both share the same brown top, the same black finish for the door hardware and track. But then at the bottom, you can see we either have a brown finish that matches the top, or we have more of a washed white finish for the white entertainment center to the right. Both look great. Really happy with how they turned out and the build quality. They actually feel like a solid piece of furniture once it's all assembled and everything is tightened in place. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily, and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.